This little house was ready to run away from home. It tore off its for sale sign, determined to discover the true meaning of life. It crossed bridges, wove through city streets, and set out for the far horizon. An old house spotted it along the way, and, leaning on a cane, decided to follow. Time had weathered his walls, but he still wanted to take one last adventure. Before long, the little house sensed someone trailing behind. It turned to look, only to see the old house quickly hide away. But it was too late. They met again at a busy intersection. This time, they walked side by side. When rain poured down, they ducked under a bridge, sharing their stories. When the sun came out, they swayed together in joy. One day, as they were on the move, the old house's cane suddenly snapped. He tried to keep up with the little house, but the little one kept going. The old house hung his head in disappointment. Moments later, the little house reached a fancy neighborhood, then quickly turned back. Trailing behind was a doghouse. The little house brought back a fence from the villa, turning it into a new cane for the old house. From then on, the three houses supported each other. Setting off together, they wandered through nature's beauty, saw sights they'd never imagined, and, for the first time, lived entirely for themselves. Seasons changed, and winter arrived. They reached a frozen lake, its ice thick and solid. Suddenly, a sleek RV sped across the ice. The little house was stunned. He never knew a house could move that fast. The old house saw the look in his eyes. With a gentle push, he sent the little house toward the RV, then left with the doghouse. For the little house, it was the happiest moment of his journey. But the thrill didn't last. The RV suddenly sped away. The little house tried to chase it, but moving across the ice was hard. Step by step, he followed the tracks of the old house. At last, he found them in an abandoned factory. Reunited, the three set out once again. Then came the sandstorm. They fought against the biting wind and dust, and somehow made it through. They lit a fire to keep warm, but the old house was too tired to recover. The storm had drained what little strength he had left. When the sun rose, he didn't wake. The doghouse lay on him, weeping. In the morning light, the old house's shadow stretched long and tall, like the heart that refused to grow old. The little house, with the doghouse by his side, continued forward, and in the days to come, they would have many more stories to tell. After reading this, do you know what the story is really about?